It is the evening of the 29th of September 2015. These are some pretty incredible images coming from James Reynolds there in northern Taiwan after a dam release because of all the rainfall that came down in Typhoon Dujuan. This storm system was absolutely intense. And how much rain actually came down? Well, across this area in some locations, specifically in New Taipei City, we saw an incredible over 700 millimeters of total rainfall in the mountains out here. And the main reason for this was just because of all this moisture inflow that came on shore. The right front quadrant came right around Yilan City here. We saw some significant damage in this area, and there has been reports of casualties, at least 2 at this time in Taiwan. Surprisingly, no casualties reported over here towards Yonaguni because we actually saw a wind report here of 292 kilometers per hour. That is a small island towards the west of Ishigaki, and to kind of get your reference, there's Taiwan. And for those of you in Okinawa, you might be hearing that in Okinawa Prefecture, because all of this is Okinawa Prefecture. You got 292 kilometer per hour winds, but you're way off here towards the north. You really missed the worst of this storm system. So 2 casualties reported at this time. Where's the storm system now? Now moving onshore over Fujian province, continuing to bring the heavy rainfall out here, and still some gusty winds. Actually, at least at this time, this storm system definitely has decreased in intensity. It is no longer that powerful, violent typhoon we were seeing just over 24 hours ago. Now a tropical storm with winds about 45 gusting 65 knots. So gusts are up near typhoon strength, but that's probably in some isolated areas. Overall, though, sustained winds just barely at tropical storm intensity around this storm system. Yellow line, though, does show where those tropical storm strength winds could extend out. So it's not isolated in one particular area. What we are seeing with the storm is it's kind of spreading out with the winds as it continues to deteriorate, and that core just kind of breaks up. Throughout the rest of the storm's forecast, we're just going to be expecting some high winds out there. Not really so much the high winds, but heavy rainfall that is in eastern portions of China until wind shear really starts to tear it up. And you can even see it here in the last several frames. You got this beautiful eye really around this storm system, absolutely powerful. But look at the last several frames. We got that dry slot, this area in black in the northwest portion of the storm. Let's stop it right there. This area is all that dry air and the vertical wind shear associated with the jet stream. So it's not just the land interaction, but all that's going to come in. It's going to pound this storm system, force it to continue to weaken off. But we still have moisture inflow coming in, so parts of Taiwan are going to continue to see the rainfall. Also, this is going to eventually wrap around, get caught up with that jet stream. Definitely not tropical by any means, but it's going to move over the Korean Peninsula, bring some showers there, and possibly even over towards Tokyo by Thursday into Friday. And take a look at this, all that cooler air wrapping around it as it does continue to recurve, and this is almost the same storm system, kind of a morphed one, bringing some snowfall in northeastern portions of China. But look at that. All the way out through Thursday and Friday, this storm is going to weaken, get caught up in the jet, pull north with another low, and eventually bring widespread showers on Thursday and Friday across much of mainland Japan. So something to watch out for. Meanwhile, pull back the picture. We do have a little bit of a low possibly by the end of the week there in the Philippines. Not a named storm system likely, but still could bring some showers. And I do think we're going to see a named storm by the weekend way out here east of Guam. I'm not going to talk much on it because I think this is going to be a fish storm, one of the storms that only the fish got to worry about. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Really, thanks again for tuning in with all these updates here in Taiwan as Typhoon Dujuan moved overhead. This is probably going to be one of the last updates on it, so do thank you for all your comments and feedback. As always, though, stay safe out there.